Hi everyone, this is Marina with the Chef Sparrow, and tonight we are making fried potatoes with pork belly fat, and that has a skin on as well. And we're going to fry them with onions and garlic, fresh garlic, and salt, of course. So this is the Russian style fried potatoes. I am using this type of pork fat. As you can see, it has a skin on. I bought it at Lily's International Market. This is Asian International Market here in Phoenix. And we are going to use probably one big slice. The two other ones I will leave for something else. All right, so the two slices of pork belly fat that I showed to you earlier, salt to taste, just a tiny bit of vegetable oil to get the belly fat melting, two really huge baked potatoes. This is for 3 people, but most likely we will have leftovers that we can heat up and eat tomorrow. And then one medium chopped up onion and one small garlic head, chopped up like that. So let's do it. This is how I slice the pork belly fat in chunks like this, and potatoes are like this. So kind of like French fries. Yeah, it kind of does look like French fries cut. Okay, so let's fry pork belly fat first, and then once it's ready and once it releases enough fat to fry potatoes, I will remove it from the pan, and then I will add it back once the potatoes are almost done. Let's do it. So in my favorite iron cast pot, that's where I'm going to fry potatoes, and that's how much of vegetable oil I put in. And now I will put the pork belly fat in. And I'm going to switch to medium, actually maybe past medium towards like halfway to low, to make sure that the fat is released from the pork belly fat. I'll show it to you how it looks after it's done. This is how much fat I got from the pork belly fat. See? And now I turned heat to medium. At this moment you need to be careful, because it might shoot the oil, or the fat, liquid fat might shoot. So be careful when doing this. So you don't have to use pork belly fat. You can use either lamb meat, and then you will just fry the lamb meat with vegetable oil until it's cooked. And now I am going, or you can use pork. I would not recommend using beef for this dish, because beef tends to be more on, I don't know what to call it in English. I call it the hard. It's not as soft as pork or lamb. And now I am going to brown these pork belly fat pieces and remove them from the pot, so I can fry potatoes and onions. But actually, you know what? Let's put onions in first, and then we will remove fat with onions, and then we will fry potatoes, and then we'll add onions and fat back in. All right. So I added onions because onions help to remove that burnt film that comes from the meat being fried. And once the onions are translucent, I will remove all of this, and I will try to leave as much fat as possible. Oh, sorry about all the steam that's getting into the camera. I will leave as much fat as possible to fry potatoes. If it's not enough fat, then I will add vegetable oil. So it's all good. All right, so I removed meat, or the pork belly fat, and onions. This is how much fat is there. For now, I put it in the dish. And now I'm going to add potatoes. And that will go onto about medium heat. If needed, I might add vegetable oil, but we will see when it comes to it. All this brownish stuff is from the bottom of the pan. I really love my, what is it? Iron cast pot. I really love cooking in it. It's so versatile. You can make soups in it, you can fry stuff in it, and it doesn't go outside of the pot. I really like it. Now let's wait for potatoes to be done. I'm going for about just one notch above medium. Let's wait. We will add salt when potatoes are almost done, and after I add onions and pork belly fat back in, that's when I will put salt in, and garlic goes in the very last because I do not like really fried garlic in this particular dish. I like it when it's more fresh because it preserves the most flavor and most nutrients in it. All right, so I think now that potatoes started going, I switched it to a little bit below medium heat. And let's see, I will add a little bit more of oil, vegetable oil. I was not patient enough to get more fat from the pork belly fat. Let's add a little bit of more vegetable oil. Once in a while, you need to turn over the potatoes to make sure they are not sticking to the bottom of the pan because you do not want them to burn. See, they are becoming now translucent, they're changing color. Later on, a little bit later on, we will see when they're ready by slicing one in half. When it's easily to slice through, when it's soft, that means they're ready, and then we will add the meat in. All right, now let's double check to make sure our potatoes are ready. Okay, so almost ready. And some of it, yeah, it's still a little bit hard to cut. So maybe 5 more minutes, and then we'll add meat back in, and then garlic and salt. Actually, let's do salt now. Salt is to taste. All right, so we added meat or pork belly fat and onions back in. Let's see, potatoes are ready. Yes, so it's all good. It might look mushy, but it's not mushy. It's in pieces. And now I will add garlic to it. Fresh chopped garlic. Give it another good mix. And in about 1 minute, we will turn it off. On the plate, or actually, once you turn it off, you can add chopped fresh green dill if you want. It looks good. If you don't have it, that's fine. I will check in my freezer and see if I have frozen fresh green dill. Okay. All right. So this is our dinner tonight. The traditional Russian style. It's very common. Fried potatoes with meat or without meat. I'm using pork belly fat today. And also sauerkraut that I added onions and carrots. Grated carrots too, and then tomatoes and cornichons. So enjoy if you make the potatoes, but this is traditional for Russian dinner or lunch, sometimes lunch. All right, thank you for cooking with me. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.